every single time. So listen up, here's our story about a little guy who lived in a blue world, and all day and all night and everything. Have you guys ever heard of the game Jenga? Because if you haven't, or have, it ruins lives. Jenga puts people in the hospital. Jenga puts innocent people in the hospital. Jenga puts students in the hospital. Jenga puts small humans in the hospital. So here's a story about Jenga. It ruined my life. Play it. Once upon a time, this isn't a fairy tale. One day I was in class and I went to the Orange County High School of the Arts. You can't stalk me there because I don't go there anymore, but I went to the Orange County High School of the Arts and I was in a creative writing class called Chick Lit, and guess what it was about? Chick literature. We got to watch the Nanny Diaries. Yeah, I like that movie. Over the second part of the class, we were kind of just allowed to do whatever, or actually maybe not, but some of us did it anyway because we're rebels. Because we all know that rebels sit in the back of the class. Yeah. I have a best friend named Kelly Kenny, and I can't tell stories without like weird pauses because it's just so meaningful to me. Kelly Kenny, I hope you're watching this because I'm going to unveil the truth. Kelly and I were sitting in the back of the class playing Jenga because the room had Jenga in it for some reason. I actually don't know why that room had board games in it, but it did. So we were playing this heated game of Jenga when all of a sudden I started laughing. Dun dun dun! And Kelly was laughing. Dun dun dun! And I kept laughing. Dun dun dun! Then I laughed so much it started hurting a lot, and Kelly didn't believe that it was hurting me because she's a good friend. So I think we stopped playing Jenga at that point because the bell rang and we all left our educational institution. I took the school bus because my school was about an hour away from my humble abode and I didn't drive at that point. On the school bus, I was experiencing an extreme amount of pain, and then I started crying out of my extreme amount of pain. And then I was crying so much that this lovely man named Tandy carried me off of the bus and into my mother's Mercedes-Benz. And then my mother and I were driving in the Mercedes-Benz to the hospital, and she thought I was just crazy. But I wasn't crazy. I was in pain. And pain is real. Pain is so real. Tandy, being the nice guy that he was, followed us to the hospital, and then when we got to the hospital, he carried me out like a big strong man, and he put me in a wheelchair because I was in so much pain. I was actually in a lot of pain. And then I was admitted and they did a lot of tests and they stuck something in my butt. Finally, after hours of tests and me crying, cried a lot more like a little baby, they found out that I had a stomach ulcer. Yeah, I got a stomach ulcer, maybe from laughing too hard. Yeah, I think so. And you know what, Kelly Kenny? I just want to say, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Don't underestimate my organs and their capabilities because they are made of fairy dust.